This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Walmart exclusive Black Series Mandalorian Night Owl, based on Season 3 of The Mandalorian. It is a really neat looking background Mandalorian character. We've been waiting on these for a couple of years since we saw the first Mandalorian Coven in the first season, and we are finally getting some rando Mandos. So let's go ahead and get into the review, see if this is a worthy pickup and something that you should be adding to the collection. Let's go. As always, we start by taking a look at the packaging. This is the new Black Series box. Complimentary white scuffs from Walmart. I don't care, though. You have a Black Series logo up above a big window showing the Night Owl and her accessories off nicely. Number 38 in the Mandalorian lineup with her name. Star Wars Mandalorian, warning 4+ Hasbro. Some really cool art on the side of the box. I'm digging that. This side of the box features a wraparound window, wraparound green stripe, and a Black Series logo down below. Around back, Black Series logo, a zoom in on the art, a bio about her in varying languages, pause and read whichever best applies to you. Again, number 38 in the line. A bunch of legal stuff, Disney, Hasbro, barcode, more legal stuff. Hanger tab up top, no window, which is okay. We open our toys here. It's a really neat looking box, but you know me, I'm an opener. Let's go ahead and do that and get into the review. Here's the Night Owl out of the packaging. Let's start with her accessories. So, everything here we have seen before. She comes with a singular pistol, looking really, really cool. It's in a nice gunmetal gray color, and it is just very shiny. It catches the light nice, and it looks good. And we've seen this a ton of times before. She features a trigger hand on either side, so either side will hold the blaster well. She only features one holster because there's only one gun, and it holds the blaster securely on her right hip. She also comes with, as I jettison the jetpack into the great beyond, she comes with the Night Owl jetpack in a dark blue main color with some gray punch-ins and the singular peg in the back. No ports for blast effects or nothing, though. Just very, very simple. And that's okay. It pegs into the center of the back like so, and is held on very securely. So, looking at the figure from the front, I will openly say that this is something that we have seen before. To bring in some prior examples, this is straight reuse, largely of Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves. So Bo-Katan came out, and then they reused Bo for Casca, and then there's just a new head and helmet. Now, the neat thing here, actually, it's the Casca helmet that they're using, but Casca's hair sticks out from under her helmet a bit, and I'm guessing they didn't want that look. So if you actually look underneath, there is a blank, like, pinkish, skin-colored Bo-Katan head sculpt in there. Gotta look from, way underneath to see it. If you have it in any sort of regular pose, you wouldn't see it. A part of me kinda wishes that was done in black, just so that it wouldn't stand out. But it is what it is, and it's not really a detractor. But it's really neat to actually see there is like a Bo-Katan head under here. I was kind of thinking we might do a different helmet sculpt that was just solid or something, but it makes sense what they did. The helmet is glued on, of course. But yeah, otherwise it's straight reuse. That is not a bad thing, by the way, because the props department on the show isn't going to make everyone a unique kit. They're going to be like, yo, you're the girl in the background of one shot. Yeah, we're going to rattle can some Bo-Katan extra pieces. And that's just what they do. Not every armor kit is totally unique. This is a background character. And as far as action figures go, Bo-Katan came out in, was it 2022 or 2021? Anyway, I think it was my figure of the year that year. If not the first place, the second place. Like, Bo-Katan is a really, really well done Black Series figure. And even for something that's getting to be a couple years old, holds up very, very well. So, like, I'm satisfied with this. I really love the deco here. It's very dark blue. She has a little like V above the eyebrows, and then the silver around the eyes. The black visor punch-in is done very well. Got some silver banding going around back. There's a little silver splotch above the band there. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. We talked about the jetpack a bit, but she's got the Night Owl crests on her shoulder pads, looking really cool. That one's got a little bit of a blaster scuff underneath. That's neat. Little silver punch-ins here and there. The center of the chest, the left gauntlet is chromed out with some like gold on the whistling birds. Got silver on the thigh pads. And then everything else is a nice, you got like some nice leather colors. You got some grays going on as accent colors. And there's a like navy blue jumpsuit going on. And yeah, like, I mean, as far as what the figure is, we've seen it before. But for what it needs to be, I think that it is a really, really well done, version of a random background Night Owl. This shouldn't be, your main character on the display. You should kind of put it a little towards the back, but like, it looks really cool. And I mean, I'm starting to get rambly, I know, but it's just a cool looking figure. To run through some articulation, she features a double ball neck, which allows her to look that far up, that far down. Of course, there's a ton of pivot and side to side. There's also an articulation on the range finder, so you can bring that down, which is nice. Her arms can come up to a T pose. You have to get the shoulder pads in underneath of the shoulder like overlay. 360, and there's a decent little butterfly joint in there. Single jointed elbows go past 90 and swivel. There's no gauntlet swivel, but there's a 360 on the wrist with both hands hinging up and down. There's a mid-torso ball joint, which allows her to crunch that far forward, that far back, and you get some side to side and twist, of course. Her hips can come out basically all the way, straight forward, not much back. There's an upper thigh rotation. Single jointed knees can go past 90 and then swivel. And then her feet can point. They're a little stiff. You have to kind of work them over the bootstraps. But they can go straight down, and then they can go that far forward before burying into the shin armor. That is fitting, though. Like, that's a good amount of range. So, yeah, I mean, it's a really well-articulated figure, and there's not really anything negative to be said here. So yeah, to do some comparisons here, we're going to bring back in Bo and Casca. And then because everyone had to be cringy about it, everyone had to cry, I'm going to bring in the Fleet Commander and the Axe Woves and the Death Watch Mando, which apparently some people have started finding at Ollie's recently. Like, that's wild. And yeah, like, there's a lot of blue Mandos, and they make for a really, really neat squad, and it being blue is not a detractor for me. And if you don't like blue, you're not fun. There are a lot of blue Mandos in Star Wars. You're not hating on Jango Fett. I'm just saying, it being blue, not a detractor. Really cool figure, and I'm glad to have it. So, at the end of the day, what do I think of the Night Owl Mandalorian? Honestly, I think it's a really fun figure. I'm not anti-background characters, but I like background characters that are interesting and serve purpose. I'm not big on, like, Cantina aliens and stuff. But a background warrior that's going to look really cool, because when you do like your figure photography, it used to be you could just have Bo-Katan versus the Stormtroopers. Now you can have some random Mandos in the backgrounds dealing with some, like kind of just a scenery in the backdrop. Like, I mean, there's some value to this. I'm really liking this. And the nice thing is that it is not like an essential pickup. If you're like, hey, it's not for me, that's fine. And that makes it a great store exclusive. Getting this from Walmart was not a chore at all. It's been in stock for pre-order ever since it came out, and then the day of release, it went in stock to just order. I don't believe in pre-ordering action figures anymore, so I didn't pre-order, but I went and ordered it day of. They also had it on sale, which helps me like it a little bit. As of the time of review, you can go on Walmart.com and get it for like $17. I mean, it's like really cool. Like, for $17, why not? I don't know that I would call it an army builder, because even though there's lots of random Mandos, they all have pretty well like custom deco. So I wouldn't go and buy a bunch of this. I would actually like buy the Target exclusive single ones and the Shriek Hawk like 2-pack, and I would go pick up a bunch of the other random Mandos just as a one of each kind of thing, because after you do all that, you'll have like 5 or 6 really good random background Mandos. It's not necessarily an army builder here, but it's not a bad looking figure either. I'm really happy I have it. I think if you pick it up, you'll be happy with what you get, especially if you lock it in for that sweet, sweet $17 price point. However, if you're like, hey, it's a little too niche for me, I totally get it too. Don't get me wrong, I love the main characters as much as everyone else, but this is going to look good padding the back of that Mandalorian shelf a little bit. So that's where I'm at. I recommend it, but I understand if it's not for you. Thanks for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. Until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.